Why are you so conflicted
It's not
about
lemon
this?
heads. Yes, lemon heads.
It is lemon heads.
Yeah,
Yes.
I liked lemon heads, but then not the original, not the ones in the box, but the ones that used to come in the bag. Pay $1 for them. Lemon drops. That's what they call them.
What's your thoughts on candy mascots? Because Lemonhead's, a very famous mascot.
For whom?
The Lemonhead.
Okay.
Wait. Well, I mentioned it. Can you wait a sec? Now, listener, what I want you to do as I'm pulling this up is I want you to look up Lemonhead mascot.
Okay, we're going to look it up right here. This is the miracle
I
technology.
also like to point out that Chris here spelled lemon with an A.
Thank you very much for pointing that out. Lemonhead mascot, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pulling this up with the magic of
And
technology.
pull up
Whoa,
Google-
that is absolutely...
Yeah, pull up the images.
That's terrifying. What the snot is that?
Yeah, well,
Lemonhead Candy's creepy new hipster mascot.
Well, this was back when this was sort of, I would describe this as a meme type thing where, companies around mid-2010s said, well, hey, we should try to get hip with the kids on the Twitters or whatever. And they noticed that the sense of humor was often trending towards the creepy, the dark, and the satirical. So they said, oh, we'll just produce an ugly-looking mascot and then act like we didn't realize it was ugly and hideous.
It's absolutely hideous. And ironically, it's from that same company. It debuted an updated look of its Lemonhead brand at the Sweets and Snacks Expo in Chicago. This was in 2014. Apart from the creepy mascots walking around, which... that's worse than Comic-Con.
I love stuff like this because it demonstrates how much, poor taste is part of the advertising strategy.
Poor taste. Nice.
Yeah. Like, for example, when that Peanuts mascot died.
He died?
Yeah, you don't remember Mr. Nut or whatever his name
no,
was?
he didn't die.
Yeah, he did die.
He's a cartoon. How does he die?
Well, he was hanging off a helicopter or something, fell and died, and then...
The cartoon?
Yeah, the cartoon. No, this was a Super Bowl commercial, remember? It's
That's
a few years
terrible.
ago. Yeah, it's in poor taste, but the reason why it was a successful ad was that it was in poor taste. You show someone dying, everyone's like, oh my gosh, the mascot died, but I've known that mascot since I was a kid.
Yeah, but this Lemonhead mascot, I think most people would agree, okay, it's time to go.
But here's the thing, the Lemonhead mascot, as much as the Lemonhead mascot, kind of ugly looking.
It's hideous.
It makes you pay attention. You say, oh, because when you go to the store, you'll know, Lemonheads. They won't do this if it wasn't successful.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm thinking, though, about, what was it, the Expo for Snacks, and what was it called?
This is, for the record, this is why I think New Coke was purposely bad.
Sweets and Snacks Expo. That sounds like an expo I'd enjoy going to. Can you imagine how great that is? You're walking around. Would you like to try our new sweets or our new snacks?
I want a variation on the song White Dress by Lana Del Rey, where instead of the Men in Music conference, she goes to the Sweet and Snack Expo. I think that'd be a great song.
Okay, but back to candy. Can you guess? Well, now you aren't going to guess because you looked at my list.
I haven't looked yet.
Okay, can you guess what the number one favorite candy, apparently, in the world is?
I would guess Twizzlers.
Oh, no. Okay, I guess you didn't look. According to this list, which is of dubious quality, it says Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
Now, what you did, clarifying, you asked ChatGPT, list the most popular candy.
I did. That's exactly what I asked.
And its result is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. I think that actually cannot be true, considering that a significant amount of the population of the globe cannot actually even eat that candy.
Well, I can't. Oh, no. Oh,
what are you talking about?
Sorry, peanut allergies are really overestimated. The number of people who have peanut allergies, I don't know what happened. When I was a kid, I didn't know a single kid who had that peanut butter allergy. I'm just saying,
though, that when you look, I know a lot of people have peanut allergies. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups is a pretty unique candy in the sense of you can immediately think of a lot of people who are not capable of eating them.
Yeah, no, I can't. The whole, okay, so this is kind of weird. When I was young, I remember, moms would make cupcakes. If, I was having a birthday or you were having a birthday, your mom might bring a group of cupcakes, a set of cupcakes in, and you got the pleasure of giving every kid a cupcake. I don't remember ever having a kid say, does this have gluten in it, or does this have chocolate? Because I'm allergic to peanuts. I never once remember that.
Yeah, that's because before people realized that people could have allergies, they just sort of died off at an early age.
I don't want to say that was a better time, but no, I didn't know anybody who died from. Okay.
I mean, okay.
How many kids did you? You're young. How
hold
many
on,
kids
hold
did
on.
you know?
Wait, I knew a lot of kids. In fact, I remember the first time gluten allergies was brought to my attention is because I was invited to a horse riding club in which the only cookies available were the cookies. Now, fun fact about this horse riding club: this was in I think 3rd grade, and no one told me, but it was a club for quote unquote special children.
Mental handy-capable children.
And what happened was, and
we weren't sure about Elam at that time.
it's a bit of a sweet story because it's like I'm at this club, and I think to myself, and I was a kid, so I didn't have the social graces. I thought to myself, man, why is everyone at this club weird except me? And what's funny about that, and I think a lot of the listeners can sort of appreciate, is that whenever you say that kind of statement, that means that you're the worst out of the lot.
No, we were very proud of you.
Worst out of the lot. If you think to yourself at any point, why is everyone here but me blank? That means that you're the most blank. You're peak blank.
That's true. Have you noticed that everybody here all have this common characteristic except for me?
Like, have you ever heard someone say, why is everyone such a jerk except me? Always the biggest jerk is the guy who says that.
Okay, now you're getting personal. Let's not go there.
Well, I'm not talking about anyone in specific. I'm just saying broadly.
But how was the horseback riding?
But returning to the gluten thing, I did ride a horse. I even did a jump.
You did, actually. Yeah. I recall.
But returning to the gluten thing, so you're saying
very
you
proud.
don't remember people having as many gluten allergies. I want you to think critically for a second. What would have changed?
Kids, well, let's see. Well, when I was, that's true. On the one hand, you could say, well, maybe there's more processing now or issues like that, but I grew up in the day of Wonder Bread and Twinkies, so I'm pretty sure there was a lot of processing going on. The only big difference that I see between those days and this days is, frankly, quantity and access to food. And I'm no skinny chicken. I mean, skinny chicken? That was weird.
Skinny chicken.
Yeah, I'm no skinny guy, and I'm not ragging on people for being, like I am, a little heavy. But portions really are a lot bigger than they used to be, and that's the only basic difference that I see.
Isn't that true, though? Because I feel like portion sizes, because we're in a recession.
Well, it could be where I grew up versus where I live now. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, nowadays I see people, starving on the streets saying, the gas prices were too high. I spent money on gas I was going to spend on Wonder Bread.
When was the last time you saw someone starving on the streets?
Oh, yesterday I was walking through the colleges and I saw someone actually fall over and die.
Oh, now you're okay. Now you're just flat out lying. No, that isn't true. We'll strike that because it didn't happen.
Don't strike it out. That's censorship, first of all. But what happened was,
Oh no, we're going to get into a long story.
No, I was walking down the street. This isn't a long story. It's just a sad story. I was walking down the street near the colleges. And I saw this man, and I could see his ribs. I could see through his skin his rib cage because of how starved he was.
Because he wasn't wearing a shirt.
He also wasn't wearing a shirt because he didn't have the money for it. He had to sell his shirt for gas money.
You know why he was dying?
Why?
Hypothermia. It was really cold yesterday.
It was cold.
Okay,
but he also starved to death.
This is ridiculous.
No, because of gas prices.
Because Gandhi was walking the streets here. Anyways, let's go back to candy. Can you guess what the second most popular candy is?
I'm going to say Twizzlers again.
And you're wrong again.
Now, keeping in mind that the list you're using
is from
ChatGPT and already wrong because Reese's is not the number one most popular.
It does say
candy.
Reese's.
There is a whole population.
Reese's was number one. Number two.
I'm just pointing out that their number one is something that would literally murder a population of people if they consumed it. It's like saying that the most popular food at a restaurant is that like poisonous blowfish. I mean, like a whole population of people would just die on impact.
Okay, let's not get carried away. So the second most popular food,
according to this nonsense list,
according to the nonsense list, and I actually buy this, M&Ms.
I don't buy it at all.
I love M&Ms.
When was the last time you said to yourself, "Man,
I love M&Ms"?
Out of the blue. I'm at the store.
Let me
grab a box of plain M&Ms.
I like plain M&Ms. I actually like peanut M&Ms.
I have never seen you once buy a box of it.
They don't come in boxes. They come in bags.
Well, that's just wrong. They sell boxes.
Only at the movie theater.
Right next to the Mike and Ike's at your local dollar store is going to be a box of M&Ms. The fact you didn't even know that indicates my point.
I just want to say that I really like M&Ms. And I learned something very interesting about M&Ms.
Yeah?
That the colors change according to cultural colorings. Things that are the colors apparently come and go in fashion.
I will point out, by the way, that M&Ms are very controversial right now. So, dear listener,
they are, aren't they? I know they're.
Tucker Carlson is right now ranting and raving
about M&Ms,
and you're gonna make fun
I don't
of
want to
him
talk
like
about
this?
that. Let's go back to the M&Ms. But I found out that
Tucker Carlson is on the front lines of the culture where you're going to cross the picket line.
No, I'm not even going to talk about that. I want to talk about the fact that there's a certain percentage of different colors. And they are very careful about what colors they include in M&Ms. And did you know the company hires professional colorists who are supposed to be scouring the cultural landscape to see which colors are most popular at any given time?
And you know, these people, some of the smartest scam artists out there.
I want to know how you get the job as a colorist, or how you actually better than that, how you become trained to be one of the great colorists.
If I didn't have a moral compass, I would take one of those like jobs that are completely fake. You know what my favorite fake job is? Those like YouTube people are like, here's the way you get money. Here's how you get. No, this is how you get a 6-figure salary within 3 months. That's my favorite thing, because it's like someone who assumably could be doing that and become a millionaire saying, no, I would never. For a small payment of $103, let me tell you I didn't do.
Isn't that the core, for instance, of Buddhism, that the Lama, the Dalai Lama, is the one who's ready to go right into nirvana, but for your sake, he's willing to hold back so that you too can know the way.
Well, that same goes for Christianity in a way.
No, I don't want to go there.
Christ says, I don't have to,
he went
suffer.
all the way into death.
Yeah, I don't have to suffer, but I choose to suffer for your sake. It's true, and that's why I think that these self-help gurus are some of the most saintly out of us.
Oh, now you're brother.
Because they could have made millions upon millions, but they've chosen for a low fee.
Just for 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's. And by the way, for a one low fee of $1,000, we will tell you the secret to life.
We'll sing "Happy Birthday" to you on the podcast for $50 to my bank account
with your name.
With your name.
Yeah. Anyways, but for just a minute, the third most popular are chocolate candy bars.
Wait, pause. Can you go back to the list?
Why?
Because the first one is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, and the second is M&M's. The third one is chocolate bars.
Yeah, but what if I lied and it wasn't chocolate bars?
You did lie. It's Snickers.
Well, that's a chocolate bar.
Oh, it's not just a chocolate. Snickers is a pretty specific. That's a nougat one.
Yeah, I like Snickers. I'll give you that one. Number 4, by the way, is Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar. So we're down to number 5, and we're finally
one of the biggest lies, by the way.
Well,
Who in their right mind?
Chocolate.
Okay, but again,
and I especially
the question
like it with
is,
almonds.
when do you buy it on its own? You say at the store, you have multiple options at your Dollar Tree, and you say, let me go for the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar. What a delectable little treat this will be.
Well, I don't go for the gummy worms, I can tell you that.
The gummy worms, at least it's a coherent thing people buy.
Gummy worms didn't even make the list.
Milk chocolate bar is like going to your local store and buying chocolate ice cream. Not any special flavored chocolate ice cream. You went out of your way to get the generic brand chocolate ice cream from your local Walgreens.
Okay, well, we just about need... as opposed to those really good, expensive ones.
That vanilla ice cream from the generic brand vanilla ice cream from Walgreens. It really goes hard. I think that's the number one most popular ice cream. This is nonsense. No one, who in their right mind, I'm going to go in on this, who in their right mind says, you know what my favorite candy is? The Hershey's Milk Chocolate Bar. Because it's the most bland option out there.
Okay, hold on.
It's like looking at the plain wall. It's like watching the paint dry of ice cream. I mean,
you need to get off the soapbox, because I kid you not, your mother and I knew a young lady named Amy, who was college age, whose favorite ice cream was, can you guess it?
The vanilla from Walgreens?
Yes, the vanilla. As generic
And
you
let
can
me
get.
point out that Amy is the name I would provide if someone asked me to come up with a generic woman name, okay? Oh, can you just name a random person who doesn't exist? Oh, yeah, Amy. My friend Amy, who likes vanilla ice cream from Walgreens.
Okay,
Come on.
as we bring
Get real.
as we bring this episode to a close, we'd like to apologize to all the people we've offended. I'm sure
If your name is Amy, don't even bother listening to the show. Literally, don't listen to the show.
Don't offend Amy's. There may be a whole bunch of Amy's.
Sorry, your name is
listening.
Amy?
Oh, no,
how about you?
stop.
How about
Stop
you
already.
aid me by not listening to our show?
Okay, no, okay. I'm sorry. I apologize for
And
my
if your name
co-host.
is Craig,
I'm-
sorry, if
no,
your name
that's
is
stop.
Craig,
That's stop. No.
If your name is
listen.
Craig, how about you go into a
It's not going to work.
what's the like
A
hole in the
craggy
ground?
Yeah, the craggy hole.
Yeah, craggy hole. Just die. I don't mean that. Sorry.
Can you forgive us, please? I'd like to apologize for my
I do not
co-host.
think that
Back
Craig's
up.
name